I have to admit that I actually think it is convenient. No, don't worry about it. We don't use it as much. But I think I lied. I really miss it and I want it back. America's Got Germans! Welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and we are a family of 4 that moved to the US almost 2 years ago. And in my videos I talk about culture shocks and our experiences and fun stories. So yeah, pretty much everything we experience as an expat family living abroad. And today I will share why I really don't want to move back to Germany. Although if you have followed us for a while, you know that we will actually move back in a couple of months. And if you want to know why, you can find the video about that in the description box below and watch it later. But today I really want to share things that I will truly miss. And I know it already, there are so many, but I will talk about my, top things, I would say. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Number 1, and that's a big one, is the weather. I never knew that I was weather sensitive since I moved here. I mean, I grew up in a town where rain was pretty much everything I knew. It was raining every other day. And I kind of was used to that. So I guess I never knew that I was weather sensitive. But now living in a city where we always have blue sky, and I serious, I mean, like, almost every day. I'm looking outside right now and the sky is just beautiful and blue. And we also have like 3 seasons. So we have summer where it's like super nice and warm, and we have winter when we have a lot of snow. It's getting really cold. I just love that. And then the fall. Oh my gosh, guys. The fall is my favorite season here in Boston because the leaves turn all colorful and it's just so pretty. In Germany, like, we have fall, but I would say for 3 days, and then everything is brown and gray and rainy. It's not as colorful, and I really like fall is my favorite season here, I can tell you. Well, one thing that I miss in Boston though is spring, because we have summer, then we have the beautiful fall, then we have winter for a very long time, and then I think it's 3 weeks, it's spring, and then it's summer again. So Boston is kind of cutting out the spring, I would say. So yeah, you could work on that, Boston. But other than that, the weather is just beautiful, and I know that I will miss it, being back in the rain and clouds, and the winter in Cologne is it's just not the same. I know. I mean, yeah, I wish we could stay. The next one is kind of related to the first one, which is beaches and mountains to ski. And guys, you can call me stupid, not educated, ignorant, whatever, but I honestly didn't know before we moved to Boston. I mean, I knew where Boston is and it's close to the ocean, but I never pictured New England as a beachy place. But there are so many nice beaches within 30 minutes drive. And yeah, it's just so much fun to take our kids in the summer to the beach every other weekend. We just have a good time, and even though I have to say I'm not a beach person, and this might be weird, but I don't like sand. I just don't. I would always prefer a nice lake with grass over a beach. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, it is what it is. But I like taking my kids to the beach and they have a good time. And I mean, so yeah, I still appreciate that we have a lot of beaches close by, and we went there a lot. Summer was all about beaches. And then winter, one thing I cannot live without are mountains. And okay, my husband would call them more hills, but there are ski mountains close by too, like within 30-45 minutes of drive. We have a lot, and I'm thinking about 5 or 6 different hills, mountains, call them whatever you want, where you can go skiing, and that is just so awesome. And there are bigger mountains a little bit further away, like a 3-hour drive, which is a more advanced ski area, I would say. It's called Killington, and it's nice. So yeah, but just having the option to wake up in the morning and, you know, look outside, there's snow, it's nice, and like, hey, let's go skiing. And this is not an option when you live in Cologne. I will truly miss that. I had to get used to random people smiling at me in the beginning, I have to admit, but now I really appreciate it because it just gives you a little bit of a happy feeling, and yeah, it's just nice to see people smiling. In Germany, people either say hello or they ignore you, like totally ignore you. Which is a bit weird because, I mean, you notice when you look at someone and the other one notice, and then just ignoring it, I think it's a bit weird. So I would really appreciate if Germans would just smile a bit more. And yeah, even though, as I said, I had to get used to it, but now I really appreciate it. So Germans, can we agree on smiling a little bit more? It's not hurting anyone. Hey you out there, thank you for watching today's video. If you like what you see, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit the like button, because that way I know what you want to see more of. You could also leave me a comment, or best case scenario, subscribe to my channel, because obviously all of these things also help me to grow my channel. It's not easy, this YouTube algorithm. Oh, I could go on and on. Anyways, I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much, it means a lot to me. And yeah, let's go back to the video. So the last point brings me to my next one, which is that I will really miss the mentality and the overall positivity of Americans. And it's weird that I'm saying it now because I had to get used to it in the beginning, but now I really appreciate it. Well, I think you know that Germans are known for speaking their mind, being brutally honest, sharing their opinion with everyone, even if they're not asked for it, they share opinions. And I mean, I think it's important to be honest and open with friends and family, but sometimes I feel like we are complaining a lot, and I mean a lot. And I just noticed recently when I talked to a few friends, and I mean, I include myself, so I'm the same. So, and I talked to someone and we complained all the time, like an hour we complained about this and that, and this happened and whatever. And after I was hanging up the phone, I was like, whew, this was heavy. It was a good talk, but it was still heavy. And then it was like, okay, I could have also focused on the positive side, but I did not. And I really appreciate that Americans are doing it a lot more. They are focusing a lot more on the positive and bright side. And I'm trying to change that a little bit, at least for myself, and I'm trying to implement it. I'm not saying it's working every day, and I mean, I grew up German, so it will take me a while, but I will really miss that, even though I had to get used to this in the beginning. Okay, so the next one, it took me a while to admit that I actually like it, because in the beginning I told all my friends, I don't need a store that is open 24/7, I don't need to do groceries on a Sunday. In Germany, all the stores are closed on a Sunday, and usually it's hard to find something that is open after 7 or 8. I mean, we're living in Cologne, so some stores might be open till 10, but if you're living a little bit outside of the city, no way, everything is closed. But guys, I have to admit that I actually think it is convenient that, well, it doesn't matter if you run out of olive oil, you can just go to the store next door and grab it, or if you forgot to buy medicine, there it is, go to the next CVS, go and buy it. 24/7, everything is open. And yeah, it's especially convenient if you're not very organized. So yeah, I'm not. Oh, talking about grocery shopping also reminds me that I will miss another thing, which is the American fridge. Not only is it bigger, they also usually come with a water dispenser, and I love it. You just get your water and your ice, it's right there. And this thing broke 3 or 4 weeks ago, and my landlord came over and she asked, do you need a new one? Do you want me to fix it? I'm like, no, don't worry about it. We don't use it as much. But I think I lied. I really miss it and I want it back. I will also miss that you get water for free everywhere. So when you go to a restaurant, you can get water for free everywhere. And in Germany, you have to pay for it. You never get tap water for free. And They also have the water fountains everywhere, like when you go to a park, not everywhere, but in libraries and different places they have the water fountains, and you can, just go there and also drink water for free. And I think it's great, and I wish we would have that in Germany too. I think I will truly miss American libraries, which is a bit weird for me to say because I don't even like to read. I think you could say that I'm not a bookworm. No. Can you actually say bookworm in English? I don't think you can. So anyways, I don't like to read, but I will miss American libraries because they offer free activities for children almost every day, like dance parties and art projects. And last week we went to a magician and it's all for free. I mean, how amazing is that? And there are libraries everywhere. So my kids loved it. And I don't think we have something like that in Germany. Starbucks. Yes, you hear right. I will miss Starbucks. And I know that there's Starbucks in Germany, at least in Cologne. I know of one store. But we don't have as many Starbuckses. Is it Starbuckses? I think so. Like we have in the US. They are everywhere. So you could literally buy a coffee at one place and then go around the corner to the next Starbucks, add some milk, go around the next corner, add a straw, and you would have just walked for a minute. There's so many Starbuckses everywhere. I usually go for coffee frappuccino and banana bread. I love banana bread. And I don't know, do banana breads exist in Germany? I think I have never seen them before, but there might be places. So leave me a comment if you know where I can get them, because I'm dying for banana bread. Or leave me a good recipe, that's both fine, because I really want to bring banana bread to Germany. I mean, not literally, so I think a recipe would do. Oh, what am I trying to say? But I guess you got the point. Okay, here's the thing about small talk, and it's another weird thing that I admit now, because if you have watched one of my very first videos, you know that I struggled a lot in the beginning to do small talk, because I guess Germans are just not trained to do chit-chat. In the beginning I didn't know what to say, I felt awkward, and I really had to get used to talking to a stranger. But now I really appreciate it, and I got to know so many different people, and I learned so much. And even if you just talk for a few minutes, you don't have to be best friends after that, but at least you put a smile on each other's face, if that makes sense. If you think about it, let's say you're at a grocery store and you wait in line anyways, stop looking at your phone, just start talking to the person in front or behind you, because it is fun. I can tell you. So Germans, we should do more small talk. Another thing we will miss, especially my children, are spray decks. And I'm not sure if this is a Boston thing or if you can find them everywhere, but spray decks are basically little fountains, spray thingies, a little play area with water, I will call them. I will add a picture so you know what I'm talking about. And they are usually next to a playground, and it's great. I mean, summertime, we went there a lot and my kids just loved it. And I haven't seen that so much in Germany. I'm sure they exist, but no, I can't think of anything like that. We would usually just take the kids and they would play in the river, which is fun too, but spray decks? No, we need spray decks. Our garbage waste disposal. I love that thing. Oh wait, there was a tongue twister. Thing and sink. Okay. So anyways, I really love that thing. And what it is, it's basically, to put it simple, you can put all your leftovers, your food in the sink, you push a button and that thing takes care of it. And I got so used to it, and I don't know if this is really environmentally friendly or what actually happens when you dump your food in there. I don't know, or I don't know why we don't have it in Germany, but it is kind of convenient. So I definitely got used to it, and I will miss that thingy. Last but not least, of course, we will also miss our friends. And this is probably the biggest thing or the hardest thing, I would say, because of course, yeah, we made good friends here, and when we moved to the US, it wasn't the same because we kind of knew that we will move back at one point, so we knew that we will see our friends and family again. But leaving the US, we know that we most likely, I mean, never say never, but actually we don't plan to come back in the near future, that we will not come back. And of course we can come and visit, but it's not the same. And yeah, that's actually not easy, also not easy for my kids. And we started talking about moving and, you know, prepare them a little, and how this might feel and things. We talk a lot about how we feel, how we all feel about it. I think it's important to have these conversations. So yeah, I think this is actually the hardest part. I mean, I can live without a sink disposal and I can live without the fridge, but friends, well, that's hard. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, well, with that being said, before I get really sad, I think it's time to say goodbye for today. And thanks for watching. And yeah, I hope I see you soon again.